While the news outlets have been focused on the government shutdown, not much else has been reported on. However, the recent news that 40 people were killed by Taliban gunmen was startling. A government official confirmed that they were killed at the Intercontinental Hotel in the capital of Afghanistan. Security forces got pinned down during the assault for over 13 hours before the last gunman was taken down. Guests were forced to flee the building as it all continued to happen. Some of the people fleeing the hotel could be seen shimmying down tied together bedsheets from the upper-level floor windows. A plethora of them were saved by special forces, but others succumbed to the fire that had enveloped the structure. The Interior Ministry spokesman, Najib Danish, spoke at a press conference concerning this incident where he detailed the casualties and the specific details concerning their nationalities and professions. One was a telecommunications official, one was a foreigner, 3 of them were security forces. 41 foreigners were rescued, 150 people total were injured. Ukraine confirmed that one of their citizens was killed during the attack. A spokesman for the Ukrainian Foreign Ministry, Vasyl Kurylych, announced the death in a statement on Twitter but did not provide any further details on the matter. However, a final total cannot be released yet because it might not be known given they are still removing bodies. Fox News reported, Abdulrahman Nasiri, a guest who was at the hotel for a conference, told Reuters he was in the hall of the hotel when he saw 4 insurgents dressed in army uniforms. They were shouting in Pashto language, "Don't leave any of them alive, good or bad. Shoot and kill them all," one of them shouted, Nasiri said. Witnesses said some areas of the building looked like a butcher's shop with blood everywhere. Sky News reported. At the onset of the attack, gunmen shot at people who were having dinner in one of the hotel restaurants before breaking into guests' rooms. A fire eventually broke out at the hotel as the fighting raged, and the sound of explosions could be heard throughout the standoff. Live TV footage showed people trying to escape through windows on the upper stories. Several people managed to escape to the hotel's outdoor pool area where they hid until being rescued by security officers. Aziz Tayyab, who hid behind a pillar, said he heard blasts one after another. "I saw people who were enjoying themselves a second ago screaming and fleeing like crazy, and some of them falling down, hit by bullets," he said. The Intercontinental is one of 2 main luxury hotels in the country's capital and was to host an information technology conference on Sunday, according to Reuters. More than 100 IT managers and engineers were on site when the attack took place, Ahmad Walid, an official at the Telecommunications Ministry, told the news agency. The Taliban claimed the attack, which began around 9 p.m. Saturday, saying 5 gunmen armed with suicide vests targeted foreigners and Afghan officials. Taliban spokesman Abdullah Mujahid said the insurgents initially planned to attack the hotel Thursday night but postponed the assault because there was a wedding underway and they wanted to avoid civilian casualties. The U.S. Embassy in Kabul had issued a warning to American citizens on Thursday, saying, "We are aware of reports that extremist groups may be planning an attack against hotels in Kabul." The U.S. ambassador to Afghanistan, John R. Bass, condemned the attack, saying in a statement, "Such violence has no place here or anywhere in the world and that the U.S. Embassy is in close contact with Afghan authorities, who are continuing to investigate the incident. Afghanistan deserves peace and security, not deliberate and murderous attacks on innocent civilians," Bass said. "My government and the people of the United States stand with the Afghan government and people in fighting terrorism and working to bring peace and security to Afghanistan." The attack unfolded almost 6 years after Taliban insurgents launched a similar assault on the property, which is not part of the Intercontinental chain of worldwide hotels. Captain Tom Gresbach, spokesman for NATO-led forces, said in a statement that Afghan forces were leading the response efforts. He said that according to initial reports, no foreign troops were hurt in the attack. Afghan forces have struggled to combat the Taliban since the U.S. and NATO formally concluded their combat mission at the end of 2014. They have also had to contend with the growing Islamic State terror group affiliate that has carried out a number of massive attacks in recent years. The loss of life is obviously very concerning. But what is very concerning is that due to the government shutdown, the United States doesn't have the resources or ability to send forces of our own to help the local government in Afghanistan. The Afghans are now vulnerable to being hit again. This attack proves now more than ever that funding for the military and military readiness is critical. We need to be prepared for attacks like this because while it didn't happen to the United States this time, it could happen to us next. Now the Taliban is emboldened and likely feel as though they have the capacity and ability to do it again. Share if you agree. Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.